By 2027, Kelowna, next to Vancouver, will be the best city in the province for professional sports. Not convinced? Let me explain. So it's 2025 and there are two rising professional sports leagues circling Kelowna for potential expansion. Let's start with the Canadian Premier League. The CPL, founded in 2017, has 8 teams, including 2 in BC right now, Vancouver FC in Langley and Pacific FC in Victoria. And in the summer of 2024, Kelowna actually hosted a neutral site regular season game between Vancouver FC and the Cavalry in Calgary. It was a part of their new On Tour series. Now, despite the 0-0 score,
full time in Kelowna, it is Vancouver 0, Cavalry 0.
It was a hit. It sold out and it drew rave reviews from several stakeholders, including Vancouver FC's owner, Rob Friend. The interest from the league in Kelowna started back in 2022 when an anonymous group of investors came to the city expressing their interest in having a team come to the area. Of course, the major hiccup is the lack of a suitable venue. Now, that regular season game was played at the Apple Bowl, but the Apple Bowl is aging, small, and is unequipped to hosting a team full time. And there have been discussions of redeveloping that north end where the Kelowna Curling Club and King Stadium is and kind of turning that into a venue, but nothing has been concrete yet. Now, the other league eyeing Kelowna is the Canadian Elite Basketball League, the CEBL. Founded in 2017, the 10-team Professional Canadian Basketball League has had a meteoric rise in the country. And the league's been very open to expansion in the past, as just in 2023, 2 new teams, the Calgary Surge and the Winnipeg Sea Bears, joined the fold. Now recently, Doug Plum, who's a basketball stakeholder in the country, he's had a fast and furious ascent up the ladders in the coaching and general manager sphere in Canadian basketball. He told me in an interview last week that he's doing all he can to make a team come to the CEBL for 2026. Now, after reaching out to the league, Mike Morreale, the CEBL commissioner, said that Kelowna would be a great area and market for a team, but they have no definitive plans of going there in the near future, which can mean a lot, in my opinion. I mean, I know the CEBL is a very professional league. They like to run things like a tight ship. And if they were going to announce an expansion team, they would do that on their own terms and not have it leaked out in a sense. So while yes, I do believe that what Morreale was saying is true, I think they are closer along than what he wants to provide to the public. So what's going to happen with these 2 leagues? The first, of course, is that it's about the money and that investors need to be here and they need to invest into these leagues.
Show me the money!
It's really difficult starting up an expansion franchise, especially in these 2 leagues. It means you're going to lose a lot of money. You're probably going to lose a lot of money for your first 2 years before you start to see some revenue coming in.
Show me the money!
And that's going to be a hard pill to swallow for a lot of investors. You kind of want to see their gains as soon as possible. But I think the interest is there in Kelowna for not just 1, but 2 different professional teams coming to the city. It's a market defined by the summertime and tourism. And as a tourist, I mean, there's not a whole lot to do in terms of sports. I mean, you have the Okanagan Sun football team who plays games here, but again, it's once every 2 weeks in a short season. And bringing basketball at a higher level and soccer at a higher level to the city and the Okanagan as a whole, I feel like should really enwrap people and get them to come out and showcase that, you know, that this area is legit. I mean, we saw it recently at the 2025 Montana's Briar that Kelowna hosted. It was a boom for the economy and tourists kept flocking into the city and they had rave reviews of the area. Also having Prospera Place, which the CEBL team would operate in, being so close to downtown is awesome, as you have that casino nearby, you have lakes, you have a lot of new restaurants and things like that. So really it's just the investing part in my end that I feel like needs to be answered.
Show me the money!
The interest is certainly there, and we have a mayor, Tom Dias, who is big on sports in Kelowna. He was, you know, part of the reasons why that CPL on Tour series came to Kelowna, and he's been a big advocate for sports in the area. And also, there will be a municipal election in the fall of 2026. So this could be a talking point in the lead up to that election, as they would want to hear what the candidates' perspective on this is. Like I said, Kelowna has kind of proven itself already that they can host these big events, and we have another big one coming next year, the 2026 Memorial Cup. And if that goes smoothly, I think by then it would be only a matter of time before we have professional soccer and basketball in the city. But what do you think? Do you think I'm off base here? Do you kind of agree with what I'm saying? Let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you soon.